to the hospital. There is an air quality alert in effect today due to that fire up in Canada.
Yes, so most of the smoke will move in this evening, and then it will be worse air quality tomorrow. So we're keeping an eye on it because air quality index could be over 100. So that's unhealthy for sensitive groups. So let's take a look now at the temperatures to start. We're starting out in the 60s this morning. We have 65 degrees in Whitesboro, 66 degrees in Little Falls, and in Westmoreland. So still warm and muggy outside. We are tracking just a few lighter showers on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Today will be cooler. We'll just be near 70. The humidity will start to decrease, and we will be seeing cloudy skies with just a few of these pop-up showers continuing. So cooler and cloudy today with a few of those pop-up showers. We will dry out for tomorrow and Friday, but it's going to look hazy outside tomorrow because we see some smoke and haze come in tonight. And for tomorrow, we do have an air quality alert out in effect for today and tomorrow. So for the rest of today, expect cloudy skies, pop-up showers. Will be in the upper 60s and a little bit breezy. I will talk more about the air quality coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it now.
Welcome back. We do see a chance of rain today. We are seeing some pop-up showers at this point, and today just spotty on and off showers throughout the afternoon, as we can see here around 11 a.m., around noon. But then once we reach 5 p.m., we should be all dried out, and then we do remain dry for Thursday and for Friday. But we do see some wildfire smoke start to come in tonight due to the wind shift. So we do see some near surface smoke. This starts to come in this evening. We see 6 p.m. starting to move in. It's not going to be as bad as it was a couple weeks ago when it was really smoky and hazy, but it is enough to cause some air quality issues both tonight and for tomorrow, as we can see near surface smoke coming in, but once again not as bad as the past couple weeks ago. And this weekend it does clear out. By the weekend we do see some pop-up showers and thunderstorms possible once again for Saturday and Sunday as we get humid and warm again with highs near 80. Gary.
Hannah, thanks. The Utica City School District has a new
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back, everybody. We are seeing some patchy showers this morning along with some patchy fog, and today we will be cloudy and unsettled. So let's take a look now at downtown Utica. We can see at this point cloudy skies to start, a few light showers moving through, and we're warm and muggy to start. We are in the 60s. We have 66 degrees in Dalgeville, Little Falls, and in Westmoreland, and 63 degrees in Deansboro and Inlet. If we take a look to the south, we have 66 degrees in Cooperstown and 62 degrees in Skanevis. We'll just reach near 70 today, though, so we won't warm up too much. We'll turn less humid throughout the day and will remain cloudy. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. As we can see, a few light specks of green. We are seeing a few lighter showers moving through here this morning. Today we will be seeing isolated showers continue to move through as the cold front moves through, and then we do look to dry out for the next 2 days coming in. It also gets less humid for today. We should be seeing very low humidity tomorrow. We'll remain dry still on Friday, but we start to see the humidity rise again as it does get unsettled and warm and humid again for Saturday and Sunday. So highs will be near 80, but we do have the chance for some pop-up showers and thunderstorms both on Saturday and Sunday as our next low pressure system moves in and it gets humid and unsettled. Another thing is that there is going to be some haze and wildfire smoke moving in this evening and for tomorrow. So today, this evening, it's going to be unhealthy for sensitive groups. We do have an air quality alert for Oneida, Southern Herkimer, Madison, Shenango, and Otsego counties. And then tomorrow, it's going to rise a little bit more. It's going to be unhealthy to be outside for longer periods of time, but it's definitely not going to be as bad as it was when it did come in a couple weeks, around a month ago. But just something to kind of keep you updated on air quality issues for both tonight and for tomorrow. So today on our Skycast, cloudy skies, a few pop-up showers possible. We'll just be near 70 degrees, and it does turn less humid throughout the day. And as for tonight, we see cloudy skies continue with the low in the upper 50s. Tomorrow, those clouds clear out, but then we will be seeing hazy conditions from wildfire smoke. We are going to be dry throughout the day, and highs are going to be in the upper 70s. So for today, expect cloudy skies, a few pop-up showers. It's going to be breezy and in the upper 60s. And tonight we drop drop it to the upper 50s with cloudy skies continuing. But we do see some wildfire smoke come in tonight, and wildfire smoke and haze continue for tomorrow. We will be dry on Friday, but it starts to get humid again, and then we'll be humid and unsettled for the weekend, Gary.
So a little more possibility of thunderstorms today again.
No, just showers today.
Showers today.
Yes, no
Yep.
thunderstorms.
The rain came down hard in Utica last night
Yes.
for a short time, but it was heavy.
Yes.
Hannah, thanks. The time right now is 5:20. Still ahead this half hour. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And I know in Utica last night we got a big downpour, and you said over in New Hartford, not much.
No, nothing in New Hartford, I don't think, or unless I was sleeping. But
Maybe.
Yeah, so today, no more thunderstorms, just a few pop-up showers, and we'll be cloudy today.
No more threats of the thunderstorms and all
Yes.
that thunder we heard.
Yes, but then there is the threat of air quality issues coming in. So let's take a look now at the temperatures this morning. We're in the 60s, 65 degrees in Whitesboro and Westmoreland, and 63 degrees in Richfield Springs and in Earlville. We're still muggy outside this morning as we are seeing a few showers moving through. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Today we will be cloudy with a few pop-up showers, and we'll just reach near 70 as the humidity does start to increase. We will also be seeing some haze come in this evening. So we are going to be drying out for tomorrow and Friday, but haze comes in this evening. We could be seeing air quality issues tonight and tomorrow, along with hazy skies tomorrow. We start to clear out from that wildfire smoke on Friday, and then we will be seeing unsettled weather return for the weekend. So for today, expect cloudy skies, a few pop-up showers. We'll just reach the upper 60s. I will talk more about the air quality coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. While we are dealing with air
The Cooperstown Cam is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Welcome back. We are waking up still muggy and warmer this morning, 65 degrees being measured at the Groves Park Airport in Rome, and we are seeing cloudy skies and a few showers. The National Weather Service has issued an air quality alert. Sorry, this is the wrong one. Air quality alert. That's in effect for today and tomorrow. Today, it looks like the air quality is just going to affect unhealthy groups, and then tomorrow, it does get a little bit heavier, affecting all of us if you are doing any physical activity outside. So just be careful of that, but it does look to clear out for Friday and the weekend. So the haze does come in for tonight and tomorrow. It's going to be cloudy, a little bit cooler today with a few pop-up showers. So we do have air quality issues. That's going to be in effect for tonight. And then for tomorrow, it starts to clear out for Friday and the weekend. We are actually going to be dry tomorrow and Friday, but then unsettled weather comes back in for the weekend. Gary.
Hannah, thanks. We want to take a moment and go.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out a little bit muggy with cloudy skies this morning and a few showers. Today will remain unsettled. Let's take a look now at downtown Utica. Cloudy skies, wet roads to start. We are seeing a few lighter showers moving through. And we're still warm and muggy. We're in the 60s to start. We have 66 degrees in Dowdesville and Little Falls, 63 degrees in Inlet. Looking to the south, 64 degrees in Sherburne and in Hamilton. And we'll just reach the upper 60s today because we will remain cloudy and cooler. Humidity will start to decrease as well. But we do see a few pop-up showers possible throughout the rest of the day. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A cold front is moving through, so it is bringing in just a few lighter showers at this point, and it is going to remain cloudy today because of that and a little bit cooler. But the humidity does start to drop today, and it will remain nice and comfortable in terms of humidity tomorrow with dry conditions, but it does get a little bit muggy again on Friday, and it will get humid again for Saturday and Sunday as a chance of some more pop-up thunderstorms come in for the weekend. So it is going to be drying out for tomorrow and Friday, but then it gets unsettled again for the weekend. Hot and humid near 80, and then we do see the chance of some scattered thunderstorms. Also, air quality could become an issue this evening. So we do have an air quality alert out. The National Weather Service did issue this for Oneida, Southern Herkimer, Madison, Shenango, Otsego counties for today and tomorrow. Today, it looks like some wildfire smoke could come in later this afternoon and evening, and the air quality index is going to get a little bit higher for tomorrow. So today, it's going to be an issue for anyone with underlying issues already and are sensitive to air quality. And then tomorrow, it's going to get a little bit higher, so it could be an issue for all of us if you are doing any physical activity outside, but it's not going to be as bad as it was a couple weeks ago, but still something to keep in mind for tonight and tomorrow. So on our Skycast today, cloudy skies, a few pop-up showers possible. We'll reach just the upper 60s, and then tonight we'll fall into the upper 50s, continuing to see cloudy skies. Tomorrow, we will be seeing the clouds decrease. We should be seeing sunshine, but it's probably going to look a little bit hazy due to that wildfire smoke, and highs are just going to be in the upper 70s. So for today, expect cloudy skies, a few pop-up showers possible. It will be breezy and in the upper 60s. It is possible to see some haze come in tonight as we dry out with the low in the 50s. It is going to be hazy tomorrow, although we do dry out and see sunshine. It could be a little bit hazy, upper 70s. And then we are going to get humid again starting on Friday. It gets humid and unsettled, pop-up thunderstorms for the weekend. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Well, a father makes a daring decision to Tracker 2 forecast this morning, and there is an air quality alert in effect, right?
Yeah, so tonight we see some smoke come in, so it's going to be a little bit high, the air quality index tonight, and then tomorrow it will be high, but it's definitely not going to be as bad as it was a couple weeks ago.
That's good. It was bad back
Yes,
then.
it was really bad. So it could still cause some issues, but not a lot. Today we are waking up warm and muggy still. We're in the 60s, 66 degrees in Little Falls, 64 degrees in Westmoreland and in Whitesboro. We are tracking a few showers as well on our York Full Battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We will just reach the upper 60s today, and we will remain cool and cloudy with these showers. And then we do see some haze from wildfire smoke come in tonight. So cooler and cloudy today. We are going to be dry tomorrow and Friday, but tomorrow is going to look hazy because some smoke does kind of linger around for tomorrow. It does clear out for the weekend, and it's not going to be as bad as it was a couple weeks ago. So for today, expect cloudy skies, a few pop-up showers, upper 60s. I will talk a little bit more about the air quality coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. Let's get right to it now. Decision.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back. We are going to be seeing a few scattered, isolated showers kind of today. It will occur for this morning and early afternoon, and then we will dry out this evening. But this evening, we do see some haze come in from wildfire smoke. It's going to be unhealthy today for sensitive groups, and then tomorrow does get a little bit worse. It's going to be unhealthy if you are doing any physical activity outside. Definitely not going to be as bad as it was a couple weeks ago or a month ago when we did see all that smoke and the smell and everything like that. But we should be drying out for tonight. We'll remain dry tomorrow and Friday, but we're dealing with that smoke now. As we can see, a darker blue color coming in for tonight. It gets a little bit worse on tomorrow. We see a little bit of green, but definitely not that purple or that orange that we did see on this map a couple weeks ago. It will clear out for the weekend. We will be seeing humid weather return. Scattered showers and thunderstorms are possible both Saturday and Sunday, and it gets warm again with highs near 80. Gary.
Hannah, thanks. The Utica City School District.
York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with just a few light showers this morning. It is going to remain cloudy with a few showers today, and we will dry out tomorrow. So let's take a look at downtown Utica. As we can see, cloudy skies this morning. Roads are still wet. We are seeing a few light showers moving through, but we are still warm and muggy. Our skywatchers have us in the 60s again this morning. We have 63 degrees in Old Forge and Inlet, 64 degrees in New Hartford and Clinton, and if we take a look to the south, we have 62 degrees in Hartwick. We'll just reach the upper 60s today because it remains cloudy and cooler. We start to see the humidity decrease as well. But at this point, we are seeing a few showers. This is our York Full Battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A few scattered showers moving through this morning. We will remain cloudy today with a few pop-up showers throughout the day, and on the cooler side, once again, upper 60s. But we will start to see the humidity decrease. It will remain nice and comfortable tomorrow as we dry out. and will remain dry on Friday, but it starts to get warm and muggy again as unsettled weather approaches for the weekend with humid weather. So it does get humid for Saturday and Sunday once again with pop-up showers and thunderstorms during the day, and highs will be near 80. So tomorrow, Friday, we dry out. Make sure you enjoy that because then the unsettled weather comes back in. But we do have another issue coming in. Tonight, the wind shifts. We could be seeing some haze from wildfire smoke come in for later this afternoon and this evening, and it gets a little bit worse tomorrow. So because of this, the National Weather Service has issued an air quality alert for Oneida, Southern Herkimer, Madison, Chenango, and Otsego counties. Today and tonight, it's going to affect sensitive groups, anyone that is sensitive to air quality. It gets a little bit worse tomorrow. It's going to affect all of us if we are doing any physical activity outside for longer periods of time. It's not going to be as bad as it was a couple weeks or a month ago where we were seeing that like yellow sky and the really strong smell. It won't be that bad, but this is coming back in for tonight and tomorrow. So on our skycast this morning, we see a few pop-up showers continuing. We continue to see cloudy skies for the rest of the day. We'll reach the upper 60s and the humidity will decrease. And then tonight, clouds will start to decrease with the low in the 50s. Tomorrow, we should be seeing sunshine, but it's probably going to look a little bit hazy outside. We'll be a little bit warmer. We'll reach the upper 70s, and a little bit of a breeze, but we are seeing that haze come in. So for the rest of today, cloudy skies, a few isolated showers, a little bit breezy and cooler in the upper 60s, and then we drop into the upper 50s tonight. Tomorrow, we do dry out, but we do see some wildfire haze come in. Same thing goes for Friday, but we will be seeing the haze start to move out, and it should be gone by the weekend. We'll be warmer and humid with pop-up thunderstorms moving back in, Gary.
So a lot of sun tomorrow, but that haze might block it a bit.
Yeah, so it might like look sunny, but then like hazy. Those like higher level clouds, that kind of thing.
Weird day.
Yes.
Hannah, thanks. Be sure to like us on Facebook, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And boy, did that rain come down in Utica for a bit last night, but it came down in buckets.
Yeah, we saw a pop-up shower thunderstorm, but today a few lighter showers are possible. Nothing too heavy. It will remain cloudy throughout the day, and then we'll dry out tomorrow.
And then you got that alert coming up tonight, right?
Yes, so tonight it looks like we could be seeing some smoke come in, and then it will continue tomorrow. So let's take a look now at the temperatures to start. We're pretty warm and muggy again in the 60s. We have 63 degrees in Whitesboro and Richfield Springs, 64 degrees in Cooperstown. We'll just reach the upper 60s today and will remain cloudy as the humidity starts to decrease, but we are still seeing some showers this morning. This is our Yorkville battery. Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar showing scattered showers. This will continue today. We will dry out tonight, but then we see some air quality issues come in. So cooler and cloudy for today. We'll dry out for tomorrow and Friday, but we have an air quality alert. We look to see that smoke come in tonight, and for tomorrow, it clears out for the weekend though. So for the rest of today, expect cloudy skies, a few pop-up showers. We'll be in the upper 60s. I will talk more about the air quality index coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than...
The Cooperstown Cam is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Welcome back. We are starting out warm and muggy this morning. 64 degrees being measured at the Rivers Park Airport in Rome, but we'll just reach the upper 60s today. We'll remain cloudy and cooler. The humidity will start to decrease, but we are going to be seeing a few scattered showers moving through. We also are going to deal with some air quality issues again tonight and tomorrow. We see the wind shift, so some wildfire smoke up in Canada could cause some smoky conditions and haze both tonight and tomorrow. Tonight it's not going to be as bad as tomorrow, but then altogether it's not going to be as bad as it was a couple weeks ago where we smelt the smoke and we saw the yellow hue and the really bad haze in the sky. So cloudy and cooler today with a few showers. We do have air quality alerts in effect for tonight and tomorrow. We are going to dry out for tomorrow and Friday, but it may look a little bit hazy. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. We want to take a moment and go over some of
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with cloudy skies and a few showers this morning. It remains cloudy and cooler today with these scattered showers. Let's take a look now at downtown Utica. As we can see, cloudy skies to start here. We are seeing a little bit of some wet roadways this morning from some showers last night and some showers still moving through this morning. But we are starting out still warm and muggy. Our sky watchers have us in the 60s. 63 degrees in Inlet, Old Forge, and in Westdale. And if we take a look to the south, we have 62 degrees in Hartwick and 65 degrees in Milford. We'll just reach the upper 60s today because we remain cloudy and cooler, and we continue to see a few pop-up showers. This is our Yorkville battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Some light to moderate scattered showers moving through here this morning. This is due to a cold front moving through, but it's almost on its way out. We'll still be cloudy and unsettled today, and then we do see some wildfire smoke come in for tonight and tomorrow. So Nala and her neighbor this morning are upset that it's cloudy and they'll see some more smoke, but Chairman got his tie on, ready to say hi to Nala here this morning. Nala loves his tie. They will sunbathe tomorrow when we do get sunny again, but there's the possibility it could be a little bit hazy. So we do see the humidity drop today and tomorrow. It gets muggy again on Friday, but we're still dry on Friday. It gets humid for the weekend with unsettled weather coming back in. So we dry out tomorrow and Friday. Scattered thunderstorms come back in for Saturday and Sunday, and it gets warm and humid with highs near 80. And then we do see wildfire smoke come in for tonight and tomorrow. So we do have an air quality alert from the National Weather Service in effect for Oneida, Madison, Shenango, Southern Herkimer, and Otsego counties. This is going to be for tonight and tomorrow. Tonight it's going to be unhealthy for sensitive groups, and then tomorrow it's going to be unhealthy for anyone doing any physical activity outside. So keep that in mind over the next 2 days. That does look to start to move out for Friday. So on our skycast today, a few scattered showers this morning. Cloudy skies will just reach the upper 60s and the humidity will start to drop. And then tonight, clouds will start to clear out with the low in the 50s. Tomorrow, our skycast is showing that it should be sunny and in the upper 70s, but it is going to be a little bit hazy from that wildfire smoke coming in from Canada. So for today, expect cloudy skies. A few pop-up showers are possible, light to moderate showers. It's going to be breezy and in the upper 60s, and tonight will be in the 50s. We do see humidity start to decrease today as well. It will be less humid tomorrow. We should be seeing some sun, but it's going to be a little bit hazy from that wildfire smoke coming in. We remain dry with some sun on Friday, but it starts to get humid again. And it's going to be hot and humid with unsettled weather for the weekend, Gary.
Boy, we had no humidity for the longest time, and now it seems every single day.
Yes, I know, but today and tomorrow gets better, and then it starts to get humid again for the weekend.
Hannah, thanks. Well, a father makes a
From where the news comes first, this is News Channel 2 at 7 a.m. on CW11.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us here on the CW11. I'm Gary Libator. We'll get a check of your Storm Tracker 2 forecast in just a moment. First, Tracker 2 forecast this morning, and there's actually an air quality alert that's coming up tonight, right?
Yes, so we do see some smoke coming back in from wildfires up in Canada. That will be for tonight and tomorrow. It's not going to be as bad as it was a couple weeks ago, though.
It's amazing they're still burning up there.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So the wind shift tonight, we see that come in. Let's take a look now at the temperatures to start. We're starting out warm and muggy this morning. We're in the 60s, a few showers as well. We have 64 degrees in Cooperstown and Westmoreland and 66 degrees in Little Falls. We are tracking a few showers moving through. This is our Yorkville battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Some light showers will continue for today along with cloudy skies, and it will remain on the cooler side. We'll just be in the upper 60s. So cooler and cloudy today. We do dry out for tonight, tomorrow, and Friday, but then we see air quality alerts. We see that smoke come in for tonight and tomorrow. It does look to start to clear out for Friday and the weekend, though. So for today, expect cloudy skies, a few pop-up showers. Will be cooler in the upper 60s. I will talk a little bit more about that smoke coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. Let's get right to it now. Decision 2023.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with cloudy skies and a few scattered showers this morning, and today we will remain cloudy and cooler. Let's take a look now at downtown Utica. As we can see, overcast skies to start. Roads are a little bit wet this morning. We are seeing just a few lighter showers moving through. We are still warm and muggy to start this morning. Our sky watchers have us in the 60s. We have 65 degrees in Mohawk and 67 degrees in Deerfield. If we take a look to the south, we have 62 degrees in Hartwick and 65 degrees in Milford, but we'll just reach the upper 60s today, so we will remain on the cooler side, seeing cloudy skies and a few showers. Here is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A cold front is moving through right here, so it is bringing in some light to moderate showers at this point, but we should start to dry out by later this afternoon, and then we will be dry over the next 2 days. But cloudy skies, unsettled weather continuing today. The humidity starts to decrease today, and it will be comfortable tomorrow. We will be dry for both tomorrow and Friday, but we start to see it get a little bit muggy again on Friday ahead of unsettled weather for the weekend. It will be humid for the weekend as well, with temperatures reaching near 80 and scattered thunderstorms coming back in. So both Saturday and Sunday, pop-up thunderstorms are possible as it gets humid and warm once again. And then we also have to deal with some wildfire smoke. So both tonight and tomorrow, it looks like some haze will start to come in from wildfire smoke up in Canada. The National Weather Service has issued an air quality alert for Oneida, Southern Herkimer, Madison, Shenango, and Otsego counties. This is in effect for tonight and tomorrow. It will start to come in tonight. It's going to be unhealthy for sensitive groups, and tomorrow it's going to be unhealthy if you are doing any physical activity outside. So keep that in mind over the next 2 days. It does look to clear out this weekend. So today on our Skycast, we will be seeing scattered showers, cooler weather with cloudy skies. Highs just reached the upper 60s. And then tonight we will be seeing clouds start to clear out with a low in the upper 50s. Tomorrow we should be seeing sunshine, but it's probably going to look a little bit hazy outside as that wildfire smoke comes in. We'll be seeing highs in the upper 70s and a little bit breezy. So for today, expect cloudy skies. A few pop-up showers are possible. It will be breezy and in the upper 60s. And then tonight we fall into the 50s as those clouds start to decrease. Tomorrow we will be seeing hazy conditions coming in from wildfire smoke up in Canada. It's going to be warm, but it's going to be less humid. We will start to get a little bit muggy and warmer again on Friday, and then it is going to be hot and humid over the weekend with the unsettled weather coming back in as scattered showers and thunderstorms.
Smoke from the Canadian wildfires. Meteorologist Hannah Evans is in with word of an air quality alert day, not only for today, but for tomorrow, right?
Yes, so today it won't be too bad. Tomorrow we do see a little bit more smoke come in from the Canadian wildfires. So today's air quality looks to be unhealthy for some. Our air quality index at this point is rising. It's just near 60. So as it rises today, it could turn unhealthy for some sensitive groups. And then tomorrow will rise a little bit more. It will be unhealthy to do any physical activity outside, but then it looks to clear out for the weekend. So at this point on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, just a few light showers and misty conditions along with cloudy skies. And then we can see our dew point is dropping. The cold front did move through, so we're just measuring a 61 degrees dew point at the Rivers Park Airport in Rome. Still in the muggy category, but we'll get comfortable for the rest of today and then for tomorrow. So cooler and cloudy weather continues today. We will be seeing some haze start to come in for tonight and tomorrow, although it will dry out and be sunny tomorrow. It is going to look a little bit hazy. It starts to clear out for Friday and the weekend, and then once again we are just tracking some air quality alerts for tonight and tomorrow. So for the rest of today, expect cloudy conditions, a few pop-up showers. We will just be in the upper 60s and breezy. I will talk a little bit more about that air quality coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. And here is a
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are tracking cloudy skies, still some patchy fog in higher elevations, and also some light showers. Let's take a look now at downtown Utica. As we can see, cloudy skies still continuing here at this hour. We are also seeing patchy fog once again in higher elevations, if we just saw on our CAV tower camera up here on top of the hill. And we're also seeing kind of like misty conditions along with a few light showers. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A cold front has just moved through, but it did leave behind kind of like a mist in some areas along with cloud cover, and it is going to be cooler today. We're just going to reach the upper 60s, and we're just still in the 60s at this hour, according to our sky watchers. 67 degrees in Mohawk and 64 degrees in Clinton. So Nala and her neighbor this afternoon are upset about the cloud cover and the rain today. She's saying hi to Chairman, who put on his tie for her, so Nala likes his tie. But for the rest of the day, we will remain cloudy. So they're upset about that, but they'll sunbathe over the next few days as we do dry out. The humidity decreases as well for both today and tomorrow. We do start to get muggy again on Friday, and it will be humid with unsettled weather returning for both Saturday and Sunday. Will be hot and humid near 80 with pop-up thunderstorms continuing for both of these days over the weekend. So the unsettled weather does come back in. We do dry out for tomorrow and Friday, but we are going to be seeing some haze come in from wildfire smoke. National Weather Service has issued an air quality alert for all of central New York. This is for today and tomorrow as well. Tonight, it's going to be unhealthy for sensitive groups, and then tomorrow it's going to be unhealthy for any of us doing any physical activity outside, but it just should be for tonight and tomorrow, and it should start to clear out for Friday. It's also not going to be as bad as it was like we saw a couple weeks ago, but just something to keep in mind. And today on our Skycast, we will continue to see cloudy skies, cooler weather will just be in the upper 60s, and then tonight we will be seeing those clouds decrease, will fall into the upper 50s. Tomorrow will be less humid. We should be sunny, but we actually are going to be seeing some hazy conditions tomorrow. Due to that wildfire smoke, we'll be in the upper 70s for the day. So for the rest of today, expect cloudy skies. A few showers are possible still, upper 60s, and will be breezy. Tonight, the humidity decreases along with the cloud cover with the low in the upper 50s. We should get warmer tomorrow. We should be sunny, but it's probably going to be a little bit hazy from the wildfire smoke. It looks to clear out for Friday. We'll start to get a little bit muggy again on Friday, and then we'll be unsettled and humid for the weekend, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. There is some good news if you're weather in this half hour. Once again, here is meteorologist Hannah Evans.
We are tracking a little bit of wildfire smoke to come in this afternoon and a little bit more tomorrow, but it's not going to be as bad as it was a couple weeks ago. So the air quality today is going to be unhealthy for some of our sensitive groups, and then tomorrow it will be unhealthy for anyone doing any physical activity outside. So just something to keep in mind for both today and tomorrow. We will dry out tomorrow, and it's going to continue to be a little bit hazy. But we are cloudy and cooler today, seeing misty conditions along with a few showers on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, with the dew point dropping as well. As we can see just to the west of us, after that cold front moves through, it's dropping into the 50s, more comfortable. We're measuring 61 degrees for the dew point at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome. It will continue to drop tomorrow. So today is cooler and cloudy. We'll be dry, more comfortable tomorrow, and we will be dry, getting muggy again on Friday. But we do see some air quality issues both today and for tomorrow. Looks to clear out for the weekend. So for today, expect cloudy skies, a few pop-up showers. It's going to be breezy and highs just in the 60s. I will talk more about the air quality coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. Kevin Space.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are still tracking cloudy skies this afternoon with a few light showers continuing. So let's take a look now at downtown Utica. As we can see, cloudy skies. We are seeing light showers, even a mist in some areas, and it is more on the cooler side today. Our York Full Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar has just a few light specks of green, but most of the rain has moved out with the cold front that has just moved through. But that cold front did leave behind a little bit of a breeze along with cloudy skies and then even some light showers and mist in some areas. And we'll only reach the 60s today, so cooler behind that cold front. Our sky watchers have us in the 60s right now, 67 degrees in Mohawk, 63 degrees in Old Forge, Gray, and in Cassville, with highs today just in the upper 60s along with those breezy conditions. What that cold front did do is it started to drop our humidity. Our humidity will become more comfortable today and it will remain comfortable tomorrow. It starts to get muggy again on Friday though, and then it will be humid for both Saturday and Sunday as our next unsettled weather approaches. We will warm up to near 80 again and we will be humid with scattered showers and thunderstorms coming back in for both days. So the unsettled weather does return, but we will be dry for both tomorrow and Friday. What we do have to look out for though is air quality issues. The National Weather Service has issued an air quality alert for all of central New York. That is for today and tomorrow. So right now we're fine. By tonight it's going to be unhealthy for our sensitive groups, and then tomorrow it's going to be unhealthy for anyone doing any physical activity outside. So keep that in mind for today and tomorrow. The haze and the wildfire smoke does look to clear out for Friday and the weekend. So on our skycast today, we'll continue to see cloudy skies. Few lighter showers are possible, and then tonight we will see those clouds decrease with the low in the 50s. Tomorrow we should be sunny. It's showing that we should be sunny on our skycast, but it's probably going to look like faded sunshine, a little bit hazy from that wildfire smoke. It will remain breezy tomorrow as well, but will be less humid and highs reaching the upper 70s. So for the rest of today, expect highs just in the upper 60s. Cloudy skies, a few showers are possible. Also, it will be breezy. And then tonight we will see a decrease in cloud cover with some wildfire smoke coming in. So although we dry out tomorrow with sunshine, we'll be hazy from that wildfire smoke. We'll start to warm up a little bit more on Friday, and then we'll be warm and humid again with unsettled weather for the weekend. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Millions across the South.
I'm Kristen Copeland.
I'm Jason Powers. We're going to get to all those stories in a minute, but the haze is back again, and it's all from the wildfires in Canada. They continue to burn up north.
Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis, he saw this coming. He's tracking the air quality for us from the Weather Center. Bill, good evening.
Yeah, and it's not good. It's not like it was earlier in the month, but still, you don't really want to be outdoors for long periods of time or do any strenuous exercise if you can avoid it. And also, you want to keep your windows closed tonight. We've got a Storm Tracker 2 alert here with the increase in poor air quality this evening. This will last into tonight as well as tomorrow. It's not until Friday that the winds become more favorable to move this smoke out of the area. So we'll be dealing with this for, it looks like, at least 24 hours. Again, I do have to stress it's not quite as bad as it was earlier in the month, but we're only one step down from what we saw last month. Again, it's just unhealthy to be outdoors for long periods of time. That air quality alert, again, continues across all of central New York. The weather has been kind of gloomy lately, and we're looking at cloudy skies and some drizzle and haze. Our current temperature is only 62 degrees. Heading into this evening, that's where we stay with drizzle and hazy skies. We're going to continue to track the wildfire smoke along with when things will improve and some warmer weather as you head into 4th of July. Look at that forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. A 9-year-old.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Good evening, Central New York. We are tracking the poor air quality that has arrived in Central New York, along with a relatively quiet weather pattern heading into the start of the weekend. Let's start by looking at the radar this evening. We've been seeing some drizzle in the air today. The drizzle will continue tonight, but for the most part, we get a chance to dry out. The air quality is continuing to go downhill. We started out today with moderate levels of air quality. It's become unhealthy over the past several hours with the air quality index now getting up to 150. So again, what that means is it's not as high as it was earlier in the month. That we were all the way on the bottom here, but you really don't want to be doing anything strenuous outdoors or spend long periods of time outdoors if you can avoid it. And also, too, it's a good idea to keep the windows closed tonight. And keep them closed tomorrow, too. We're looking at near-surface smoke, and it's going to continue to be in upstate New York tomorrow with favorable winds coming from the north and northwest, and it's going to continue to push the smoke into our region. The winds become lighter, and they turn into the south on Friday, and that's eventually going to push the smoke out. But we notice that oftentimes it takes time for the smoke to clear out, so I think we'll be dealing with this again on Friday. But we will be seeing improvements as we head into the weekend with a south wind moving the smoke out of our area as we move along. It's a warm stretch of weather here once we get through tomorrow. Tomorrow we're into the mid-70s, so a lot warmer than today. 85 Friday, and it's going to be a very warm and humid stretch of weather as we head into early next week with temperatures climbing into the low to mid-80s, overnight lows in the mid-60s. We're going to get into that summertime pattern heading into the first part of July. Radar and satellite image, low pressure driving our weather, bringing clouds to our region today. Winds become northerly. Again, that's just going to continue to draw in that wildfire smoke from Canada, and our skies will remain hazy until the winds change. Tonight, cloudy skies becoming mostly clear heading into tomorrow. But again, we're going to see that faded, hazy sunshine as we head into the day tomorrow. We start out in the low 60s. We'll climb into the mid-70s. We've noticed with smoke in the sky, we've lowered our high temperatures here because sometimes our computer models don't fully understand how smoke works. And that smoke actually does influence our weather, keeping it cooler. Heading into tomorrow night, temperatures drop down briefly into the 50s. And then Friday, some hazy skies in the morning, followed by stronger sunshine in the afternoon. High temperatures climb into the mid-80s. Hazy tonight, down to 55, some patchy fog. Tomorrow, hazy skies, temperatures in the mid-70s, but we are dry. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Friday looks nicer, temperatures in the mid-80s. Again, the smoke issues will get off the table for now as winds turn into the south. That brings in warm, humid weather and additional showers and thunderstorms. We get back into this pattern where we see rain, but it's going to be more of that summertime pattern where thunderstorms are mainly in the afternoons and they're not washouts.
Keeping an eye to the sky, as they say.
Yes.
All right, thanks,
Bill,
Bill.
thank you.
Well, extreme weather combined with poor air quality tonight has us canceling our Go the Distance training run. Sorry for the late notice, but we want you to spread the word.
Yes, the air quality, the haze has returned. Again, this is all because of the Canadian wildfires. Chief Meteorologist Bill Carter has been tracking this for days now. Bill, good evening once again.
Yeah, we're answering some common questions that we've been getting about this air pollution. Yes, it's still from the same wildfires that we saw earlier in the month. They're still burning in the same general area, and the weather pattern is bringing this smoke back. While the levels won't be quite as strong as what we saw earlier in the month, we're still asking people to keep their windows closed tonight. Also, too, the rain, the showers that we've been getting really haven't been helping to minimize the air quality either. The good news is that the rain is not going to interact with the smoke to cause any acid rain. That's more caused by man-made pollution. Another question we've been getting a lot, air conditioners. Are they safe to use or are they not? And the answer is, it depends. If your air conditioner unit recirculates air from inside, then it's okay to use. But if it draws any air from outside, it is not safe to use. And that's going to be up to you to figure that out. And if you're not sure, we're just recommending people to not use it tonight. And you know what? It's going to be a cool night. We're going to be down into the 50s, so it's not really needed for most of us. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are tracking a few sprinkles and some haze, and that will continue as we head into tonight. We are tracking how long the poor air quality will last, along with looking ahead to the weekend to look at that forecast that's coming up. Back over to you.
All right, Bill, thank you. The Utica School District.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
The haze in the sky that you're seeing is a little bit of light smoke combined with some fog. The air quality continues to go downhill this evening, so we are in alert mode. Let's take a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. The weather is going to slowly improve overnight, although the air quality will not. We're expecting the air quality to remain unhealthy through tomorrow. It's not until tomorrow night that a south wind starts to kick in, and that should slowly improve the air quality. And the levels today are not great. They're not as high as they were earlier this month, where it was downright very unhealthy. But again, with the air quality out there this evening, it's best to limit your time outdoors. Close the windows going to bed tonight. Keep them closed tomorrow. Things are going to improve, like mentioned, as we get into Friday. A north wind continues to bring smoke in from wildfires in Canada. The wind direction will remain favorable for poor air quality through Friday, but a south wind starts to take over, and that will eventually push the pollution out of our area. But again, it will be a process to fully improve the air quality. So again, things do get better beginning Friday. It will become a lot warmer as we head into the weekend. Tomorrow's high temperature is 75. We make it into the mid 80s on Friday, and temperatures will be warm, and it will become a lot more humid as we head into early next week. Our sky watchers are cool. Barneveld at 62 degrees, Mike and Hartford with 61. Across Southern Valleys, temperatures in the upper 50s to low 60s. Richfield 63, Paynes Hollow 62 degrees. And again, we've got that low pressure center continuing to drive our weather locally. Again, bringing in that north wind and the wildfire smoke. As the low moves to the east, the wind direction changes, becomes south, and that's going to allow the smoke to eventually clear out of our area. Our weather stays dry tonight. Overnight lows drop down into the 50s, so it will be a comfortable night. Again, we start out tomorrow morning with some fog, some haze, and we'll have faded sunshine throughout the day. It does look dry. Temperatures climb into the mid 70s. Again, air pollution, air quality remains poor with the wildfire smoke still around. Heading into tomorrow night, overnight lows drop down briefly into the upper 50s. And then Friday, a south wind takes over, and that's going to bring temperatures into the 80s. It looks warm and a lot more humid, but dry during the day Friday, a better chance for rain as we head into the weekend. Hazy tonight down to 55, hazy tomorrow, but it is dry. And it is warmer than today with high temperatures in the mid 70s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Showers, thunderstorms return as a weather pattern sets up that produces showers and storms with low pressure to our west. Most of those thunderstorms are expected to happen during the day. And like the past several events, a lot of this only happens during the day, so it's not a washout. This weather pattern remains warm and very humid heading into Monday and the 4th of July. Temperatures will be in the mid 80s heading into the middle of next week. We'll be right back.
I'm Kristen Copeland. The wildfires in Canada are still burning, prompting another air quality alert here at home.
That's right. And to get an outlook on how long we may be under this alert, we're going to go over to Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis. It is an alert day.
Yeah, the levels of air quality have become poor over the past few hours. You might even be able to smell the smoke out there today. This is going to continue through Thursday. And again, this is caused by the same wildfires that we saw earlier in the month. They haven't gone anywhere. So the levels aren't going to be quite as high as we saw back then, but it's still high enough where we're asking people to close windows and avoid strenuous outdoor activity. Limit your time outdoors. Again, it's unhealthy to be breathing this in for long periods of time, but again, it's not quite as bad as it was earlier in the month. That air quality alert in effect for all of central New York. The weather is going to improve. We're getting away from the wet pattern that we've been seeing lately. We have a few dry days ahead. Our current temperature is on the cool side, so the good news is you won't have to use the air conditioner tonight. Drizzle, hazy conditions, temperatures in the 50s and low 60s this evening. We are tracking some warmer and more humid weather ahead, and again, we're looking at when the air quality will be improving too, and that's coming up. Back over to you.
Bill, thank you. A 9-year-old was killed in a car.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Here we go again, dealing with poor air quality due to wildfire smoke moving in. We told you about this earlier in the week, and we think that this is going to start to get better beginning Friday. So we've got at least 24 hours where the air quality won't be great. Let's take a look outside. At least the weather has been quieting down. We've been dealing with rain and thunderstorms for the past several days, and things have at least gotten a chance to dry out this evening, although it is still pretty damp with some haze and some fog. The air quality has noticeably gotten much poorer over the past several hours. You might even be able to smell the smoke in the air tonight. It's not as bad, it's not as unhealthy as it was earlier in the month where we dropped down to the bottom category. We think that will remain in the unhealthy category tonight and tomorrow before the wind direction changes and the air quality does improve. As we look at the winds and the smoke near the surface, it will continue with generally northwesterly winds tonight and early tomorrow. The winds will be light tomorrow night, and then they turn into the south, which is going to help push the smoke out of our area. But it's going to be a process, so I think this is still going to be around on Friday, but we will start to notice an improvement in the air quality at some point Friday, probably later in the day, and then things do get better over the weekend as that south wind kicks in and it keeps more smoke from coming into our area. Into the 70s tomorrow, into the mid-80s on Friday. We're looking at a very warm and humid weather pattern heading into early next week. It is a cool night across central New York. Temperatures will drop down into the 50s. We're only in the low 60s today. Barneveld 62, Gray 60, across southern valleys, Sequoia 61, Paynes Hollow 62, and Westford checking in with 62 degrees. Low pressure driving our weather once again. This system's going to finally move to the east, and that's going to allow the winds to become into the south, and again, that should, again, improve our air quality. Tonight, we're dry. Some patchy fog. Overnight lows drop down into the mid-50s. Tomorrow, hazy sunshine. It does look dry. Temperatures climb into the mid-70s. Tomorrow night, the weather remains dry. Overnight lows drop down into the 50s. We are dry on Friday, again, some hazy sunshine and an improvement in the air quality as the winds turn south. It becomes noticeably more humid with a better chance of showers and thunderstorms heading into the weekend. Hazy tonight down to 55. Tomorrow, faded sunshine, temperatures in the mid-70s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The air quality begins to improve Friday, 85 for the high. Showers, thunderstorms return over the weekend. The last into early next week. It's much more humid as we head into the 4th of July. We'll be right back.
I'm Jason Powles alongside Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Yeah, we are talking about an alert day because tomorrow we're going to see more smoke from the wildfires from Canada.
And while the levels won't be as bad as they were earlier this month, it's still impacting your life going outside.
Absolutely.
You could smell the smoke. We recommend people close their windows tonight, even though the air quality isn't as high as it was last time. It's still high enough where not going to be breathing this stuff in for long periods of time.
Right.
So this is going to stick around for at least the next 24 hours. We're thinking this may end up being with us here for Friday too, and possibly to start the weekend, just based on some of the early reports of the wind direction. It's just the problem that we're dealing with tonight is that the winds are very light. So what we have out there now is going to be hard to get rid of here going forward. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Seeing a few sprinkles out there. The rain that we'll see, the drizzle that we're getting across the area, it really won't change the air quality all that much. Current temperature is 61 degrees. And we'll see some patchy fog tonight, but again, we're recommending folks keep their windows closed going to bed. Overnight lows will drop down into the low to mid 50s, so it will be cool enough tonight, but again, running the fan is probably a better option to keep the air indoors. We are tracking some showers and thunderstorms heading into the weekend. We're going to look at that and also when the air quality does improve, and that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
All right, Bill, thanks so much. Now, we are certainly not the only ones feeling the effects of the wildfire smoke. More than 120 million people breathing air that pose some health risks, and some are serious, and putting a gray filter on what would otherwise be some great sunny summer skies. Emily Schmidt shares a look at the view and the impact across the country.
Wow, this is pretty insane, guys.
Christy Litster narrating her view in Ontario.
This is not fog. This is smoke.
Speaks for what millions are sensing when they step outside.
And you can smell it too. Like it smells like smoke.
She said the fires aren't even close to her, but the 230-plus fires Canadian officials say are burning out of control, part of the worst wildfire season on record there, with the highest wildfire emissions recorded. The resulting smoke is seen in shades of gray, clouding Iowa cityscapes, hovering over Wisconsin fields, and an Illinois farmer worries, delaying her tomato crop a bit.
If you're out in this, please stay safe. Not good for our lungs.
The Minnesota Pollution Control Agency says it's had 10 air quality alert events this year over a period of 26 days. Robbie Goodman says about once a week he's sent his lawn maintenance company workers home to stay safe.
All of my guys are retired guys, and they show up to work, but I want to take care of them and make sure they're healthy too.
The smoke's path looks like a winding summer road trip. Michigan, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. Next, New York, which just a few weeks ago watched a skyline turn orange in a matter of hours. Now there's an air quality health advisory for the entire state. Officials fear it could get worse. I'm Emily Schmidt reporting.
New tonight, we're getting our first look at the shattered piece.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
And we are tracking poor air quality in central New York. You can see that view of our parking lot. We have some fog here on Smith Hill, and with the smoke in the air combining with the fog, we'll likely see something called smog as we head into tonight and tomorrow. Not something we see very often here in central New York, but it's been a record-breaking wildfire year to the north of us. And we'll be dealing with that smoke again tomorrow. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A few sprinkles continue to move in from the west, so we will see some late rain showers tonight too. The air quality remains unhealthy tonight. We're recommending folks close windows before going to bed tonight. As far as air conditioners go, it all depends on how yours works. Some of them recirculate indoor air. Those are fine, but if the air conditioners use any outside air in any which way, we recommend leaving them off tonight. You don't really need it tonight, too. Temperatures are going to drop down into the 50s, so hopefully the house isn't all that warm. This is a live look in Oneonta. Again, it's just a dreary evening across central New York. Here's a look at how the smoke will be impacting us tomorrow. It looks like the near-surface smoke is going to linger in our area tomorrow with winds from the north. That's going to continue to carry in wildfire smoke. I don't expect the levels of pollution to be that much different compared to today. They may be slightly higher, but I don't think it's going to be dramatically higher. The smoke looks to linger around. One of the new developments we're looking at is for Friday and Saturday. The winds do turn direction, but I just don't think they're going to be strong enough to really dislodge this smoke. So I'm thinking that we're dealing with this Friday and maybe Saturday too. But again, we take things one day at a time around here because smoke is tough to predict. Temperatures are going to warm up. Today was a cool day, but that's not going to be the norm. We're going to climb back into the 80s here as we head into the weekend and early next week. Low pressure will be moving to our east, and again, our weather will be drying out tonight. Some patchy fog tomorrow morning, faded sunshine tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures likely in the mid-70s. Again, with smoke in the air, I think it's going to keep us a little bit cooler than the computer models are saying. Tomorrow night, overnight lows drop down to the 50s. On Friday, more faded sunshine, but I think with a little bit less smoke, temperatures are more likely to climb into the low to perhaps mid-80s. Hazy tonight, low of 55, some fog in the morning, faded sunshine in the afternoon. Poor air quality continues tomorrow with a high of 75. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The air quality improves over the weekend. Scattered showers and thunderstorms return. It's looking humid, very summertime pattern heading into the first week of July. Temperatures in the mid-80s. We'll be right back.
Hey everyone, I'm Jason Paulus alongside Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis tonight. Tomorrow is an alert day because of the wildfires in Canada, the smoke making its way back to central New York.
Yeah, and I think the levels are going to be similar to what we saw this evening. They may be a little bit higher, but I don't think they're going to be dramatically higher. Poor air quality. You're going to want to shut your windows tonight before going to bed. We are looking at this air quality that will have a relatively high impact. You're going to want to avoid outdoor activity, strenuous outdoor activity. Looking at the radar this evening, we also have some light rain and some fog. And with the light smoke out there, we would call this smog, combination of light smoke and fog. And this is what we're looking at in the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Some light showers will continue to work in from the west. Our temperature is 61 degrees tonight. Overnight lows will drop down into the 50s, so it will be a cool night. But again, you're going to want to keep the windows closed. Maybe run the fan if it's too warm out there, or in the house, I should say. We're tracking when this smoke will finally start to clear. It may take a little bit of time because of the lack of winds. We're going to take a look at that along with an early look at the weekend forecast, and that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. So we're certainly not the only ones feeling the effects of the wildfire smoke. More than 120 million people breathing air posing health risks, some serious, and putting a gray filter on what would otherwise be a sunny summer sky. Emily Schmidt shares a look at the view and the impact across the country.
Wow, this is pretty insane, guys.
Christy Litster narrating her view in Ontario.
This is not fog. This is smoke.
Speaks for what millions are sensing when they step outside.
And you can smell it too. Like it smells like smoke.
She said the fires aren't even close to her, but the 230-plus fires Canadian officials say are burning out of control, part of the worst wildfire season on record there, with the highest wildfire emissions recorded. The resulting smoke is seen in shades of gray, clouding Iowa cityscapes, hovering over Wisconsin fields, and an Illinois farmer worries, delaying her tomato crop a bit.
If you're out in this, please stay safe. Not good for our lungs.
The Minnesota Pollution Control Agency says it's had 10 air quality alert events this year over a period of 26 days. Robbie Goodman says about once a week he's sent his lawn maintenance company workers home to stay safe.
All of my guys are retired guys, and they show up to work, but I want to take care of them and make sure they're healthy too.
The smoke's path looks like a winding summer road trip. Michigan, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, next New York, which just a few weeks ago watched a skyline turn orange in a matter of hours. Now there's an air quality health advisory for the entire state. Officials fear it could get worse. I'm Emily Schmidt reporting.
New tonight, we're getting our first.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
As you can see, we are looking at our parking lot this evening. We do have some fog. In this case, it would be smog, the combination of smoke and fog here in central New York. In addition to that, we have some light rain showers moving in. This is the live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. The light smoke tonight is enhancing some of this rainfall. It acts as something that water can stick to. It's a small impact that the smoke is having on our local weather. Have a look at the time lapse of our Oneonta camera. Again, just a dreary day. The haze coming from the wildfire smoke settling in tonight. Air quality remains poor overnight, so you're going to want to keep the windows closed. As far as running the air conditioner, you don't need to do that tonight. It's going to be a cool night, but if you're thinking about doing it tomorrow, you got to check with the way your air conditioner works. If it circulates indoor air, it's fine, but if in some air conditioners use outdoor air, we recommend not using those. Again, if you're not sure, better to err on the side of caution and leave it off. The smoke will stick around as we get into tonight and tomorrow. The winds are mainly from the north, which will keep the smoke in our area. It'll be about the same as it was this evening, maybe slightly thicker. The smoke is going to have a hard time lifting. This is the one thing we're watching. The new development here is how Friday plays out. The winds are supposed to turn into the south, but I just don't think there's going to be enough wind to really clear it out Friday. We might have better luck heading into Saturday. Temperatures are going to warm up. A very cool day today, but that will not be the norm throughout the next 7 days. If anything, the humidity will be returning. Radar and satellite image showing low pressure that will move to the east, and again, that's going to eventually change the wind direction into the south, but again, it's not going to happen all at once. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight, patchy fog, smog, if you will, to start out tomorrow morning. Temperatures in the 50s early in the day. We'll see faded sunshine in the afternoon. Skycast has us in the upper 70s. I think it'll be a little bit cooler than this. The computer model's not really capturing the smoke very well here, and that's going to keep temperatures about 5 degrees cooler. Heading into tomorrow night, clear skies. Temperatures climb into the low to mid 80s as we head into Friday. A south wind will help to start to clear the smoke out. Again, beginning Friday, but I think really we'll notice the change in air quality on Saturday. Hazy tonight, 55 for the low. Tomorrow, hazy, faded sunshine. Again, poor air quality continues, a high of 75. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Smoke clears out over the weekend. Showers, thunderstorms return. Temperatures will be very warm, and it looks very humid as we head into early next week. We'll be right back.